I thought Hubie had an off night, and when we went into the third period, we wanted to try to get a little bit more flow, and we went with the guys we felt were going, and that's pretty much all it came down to.
How did he take that?
He's fine. It's not anything anybody wants to go through ever, but hey, at times it's going to happen. You're not going to have your A+ game every night, and as I said, we were trying to find a little bit of a rhythm and flow to our game, and when at that point we went with the guys we thought were going the best.
Was it an effort thing at all, or was it just?
No, it's just yes, off night. It happens.
What do you think of your team's overall effort? Obviously, you're probably pretty happy with the result.
Yeah, I thought we gave them a couple goals in the first period, but I thought we had a lot of zone time, and I thought we stuck with it, and I was happy with the way we did stay with it in the third period. So it was important for our team. We had a lot of guys that dug in here tonight, and it was a good win for us.
Is there value in the entire team knowing that anyone, you have to bring your A game, you have to be playing well, or that's how you run ice time?
Sure. I mean, you want everybody to know that if they're doing things the right way and they're having their best game, they're going to play. I mean, ideally, when you get into situations when we're playing like we're going to back coming up here, I don't think you can go to the three lines like we did in the third period. It doesn't work. You're gonna spend too much energy on too few guys. So it's not something that you can do in situations when the schedule isn't like what we've had it over the last little while, where we've had some time and some days off.
And the plan is to have Hubert out in the lineup for the next game?
Oh yeah, of course.
Is that something that you sort of talked in between intermissions? Like, how does a coach communicate that to a player?
No. You just make that decision at that time. Yeah.
What did you make of Nazem Kadri's play?
Loved it. I thought his line was the best line on the ice tonight.
And in terms of what goes between the second and third period, your team came out roaring for that third period. What was said, or what was the message in that intermission?
Just to stay with it. I mean, we did a lot of good things. There was a lot of zone time that we had. We had some chances. We just had to be a little firmer in certain areas and get the speed of our game up a little bit, and the guys did that.
Right, yeah. That's back-to-back games where a team that had been struggling could have rolled over at times when things weren't going well. What have you seen in terms of the response?
They're growing. I mean, we're still finding our way. I will say that, but earlier in the year when things weren't going our way, it's almost like boo-hoo, whoa, it's me, and this is tougher, where you started seeing the body language slip a little bit, but Michael and the leaders have done a real good job of making sure they're staying with things, and I think that's why we've played better the last few games, including the Dallas game, and now it's just kind of holding each other to that certain standard.
What's Connor Zary done well to get him such a good performance his first 3 games in?
He's playing with composure. He's playing with a lot of confidence, a lot of composure with the puck. When there's a play there to be made, he's making the play. If there's no play to be made, he's putting it into an area where we can get it back. So he's playing a mature game right now.
You struggled to find forward lines and combinations that were clicking. It seems like since Zary's gotten here in that line with Kadri, like, what have you seen? What has he brought to that kind of group that's kind of made that such a good line in these last 3 games?
I think it's a lot what I just mentioned, but he's playing with confidence. He's making plays, which I think Naz is excited about, and I think Naz feels like he can take him under his wing a little bit, and he's kind of enjoying that role right now with him. And then I will say that having Sharon Govich there this is the best we've seen him play since he's been with us as well. So there's something there with that line, and hopefully we can keep them playing the right way.
How did you see it for Adam tonight in his first game back?
I actually, there was a stretch where he made a couple plays with the puck that he'd probably like to have back, but I thought he was pretty good for his first game back in a while.
Is that common for a guy like Kadri to so he really seems to be enjoying playing with these younger guys and having that little bit of a leadership role?
Is it common?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's growing up. And I know he's older now too, but I think he's maturing to the point where he realizes that he's not just a player that has to perform his role. He's got obligation now to help bring other people along. So I think that's part of him growing as a player.
How crucial did you think that the doorknob rush he sets up Dubé at the end, but takes it all the way up the ice there? How crucial was that in sort of turning things in this game?
The one where he came back to and grabbed it, that's important. I mean, that's never quitting on a puck. So that's the one thing, if you have your guys knowing that they can take some chances as long as they're the hardest working guy come back, then they're usually okay with it. So no, it was important for sure.